How many of you have been asking God for the same thing for a really long time and you're pretty convinced it's in His will? Okay? And it's still not happened. God answers prayer in the same way that a parent they answer a request of a child. Yes, no, later. Okay? So let's just do a little survey with the parents. Kid comes up to you, it's middle of the afternoon. Can I have a glass of water? Yes, no, or later. Which one? Yes. Okay, kid comes up middle of the afternoon. Can I have a glass of whiskey? No. If you said yes, you need a parenting class. Okay. My son turned 15 yesterday. Guess what he wants to do? Drive. What's the answer? Later. The answer is not whiskey. It's later. As a kid makes a request, the answer is yes, no, later. Because not only do we need God's will, we need God's timing. Some of you, you're in God's will, but you've not arrived at God's timing. This is where I say we follow the compass, not the clock. Some of the biggest mistakes I've made in my life, I knew God's will, but I got ahead of God's timing. As a young man, God said, be a pastor. So I did. And I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I was 25 years of age. I'm a brand new Christian. I'm a senior pastor. Senior is ridiculous. Nobody's senior at 25. You're not even junior. You still got training wheels on your life. It would have been good for me to wait, but I got ahead of God's timing. So when we hit the eject button on our last ministry, God actually called us out, spoke to us audibly. Before we started this ministry, I took 18 months off. I traveled the country. I met with significant leaders. I did homework and research. I spent time in prayer and fasting and time with the family. I didn't want to just have God's will. I wanted to have God's timing. Some of you are single and you're still praying. And it's not that you're not praying in God's will. It's just not yet God's time. And some people are like, why has God not brought my spouse? Well, He may be still working on them. It may have nothing to do with you. They're just not ready yet.